Welcome to Wrestling Over Everything, everybody. We are a very funny wrestling podcast out of the Central Valley of California. I'm Andrew. That's Dusty.
Hey.
Follow us on all the stuff. Like, subscribe on YouTube. That's the biggest one. Comment. Give us a comment, you know? But we are also
not
on...
just a comment. I appreciate your comments. Not just a comment that you might know who I am. I am the guy that you think I am. All the comments are like, is that Dusty? Yes.
Yeah, I don't understand. How many people do you know that are just stumbling on our... No, I guess we're
wish I could
worldwide.
Tell you. Yeah. I'm actually Pitbull stole that from me. I'm in very serious litigation with him currently about that. I'm Mr. Worldwide.
Truly Mr. Worldwide. Never left the country. Truly Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. Never been on a plane. Couldn't be more worldwide. Afraid of planes. Don't understand how they work. Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. Follow us on TikTok as well. We've been having some fun on there. And also we are on Blue Sky. So check us out on all those things. This is one of our kind of abridged... I don't even know what abridged means. I'm trying to sound smart. This is one of our shorter episodes. I think abridged works there, but maybe it's abridged too far.
Nope. Now it's gone.
Nope. All right.
Nope.
So this is one of our shorter episodes. We're going to do some stuff about what we want to see in 2026 in wrestling, including Dusty's chosen champions in 2026.
Yeah, the end of the year is a great time to think about things that we want. We project for 2026. Speaking of manifesting,
yes,
like a win mindset, a grind mindset. You do 1 24-hour day. I got 6 4-hour days, dude. And over the course of a year, I'm gonna kick your ass, dude.
Yeah, that
day
fucking
one,
guy.
4 to 8. That's me time. 8 to 12. That's grind time. 12 to 4. That's family time. 4 to 8. Grind time again. You think you can beat me? You can't beat me.
I sleep for 12 minutes.
Yeah. By the way, there's only one 24-hour period in a day. Doesn't matter how much you break it up. It's only one day.
Doesn't matter how many times you travel to Japan, Hulk Hogan. There's only 24 hours in a day.
Can't do it. I was thinking about this, and I was thinking 2026, mostly talking about WWE and AEW. There is an opportunity for some new world champions. I have some guys that I'd like to see win their first major world title for the WWE and AEW this year. I think these guys are deserving. I'm interested to see what you think. Maybe we can get a picture up for the guys that you don't know. You can give me your assessment of some of these guys.
Okay.
Number 5. I know you're gonna like this one because he's a nepo baby of one of your favorite guys. I'm going Braun Breaker. I think Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I mean,
He's got all he's got all the skills. I mean, it's a blue chip. I'm not galaxy braining you here. Like this dude is ready. He could be a world champion. I'm interested to see he's got a world title match against CM Punk at the beginning of the year. That's going to be a big test because that's a major singles match that he's going to have to pull his weight in. And I think he's good enough at this point to do it. I don't need all 5 of these people to win world titles in 2026. I'm just saying for a guy who could be a first-time champion, he'd be perfect for 2026.
It's a good call.
Yeah.
And anything that makes my boy Rick Steiner happy. I'm still sore about Scott turning on him, dude. It's a problem.
Yeah.
I want Scott Steiner in jail for what he did.
Forever going to be, for past crime. There's no statute of limit. There's no statute of limitation for beating up your brother and joining the NWO.
And I'm sure it was financially good in the long run for Scott Steiner to become a singles wrestler, but it was never as good as the Steiner brothers.
No. Big Papa Pump certainly made a lot of money, sold some merch, but he was never as good as he was in the tag team with Rick.
No.
They need a Lesnar. Like Lesnar's theoretically going to retire this year. Maybe they're going to do a big match or whatever, but like they need another guy for like that has that kind of aura. And I think Braun Breaker exudes that kind of like killer monster vibe. So
yeah, I do wish I do wish I feel like too many guys have the spear.
Yeah,
Like
I wish he
I
would do a
think,
different thing.
and I like the spear. I do.
Yeah.
He can do it, like whatever. But like, if you want to protect the spear, it can't really be his ultimate finisher. But like, so many guys have it's all spears and super kicks now, and I think we got to figure something out for Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I wouldn't, obviously that doesn't stop him. I think he's ready, but I'd like to see him get a new finisher.
Yeah. Next on my list, I have Chelsea Green, who is the United States Women's Champion right now. Chelsea Green might be the funniest wrestler in the WWE right now. She's so good as a heel. She doesn't mind being the butt of a joke. She can wrestle fine. I don't know that she's like the best women's wrestler in a company that has a lot of really good women's wrestlers. But charisma wise, personality wise, promo wise, like she rules. She's very funny. And I think her as the champion, as like a chicken shit heel with she used to have, she was the United States champion, so she had the Secret Hervis, which were two other female wrestlers that were like her backup.
All
Uh
right.
if you could something like that where you can't get to her and she gets to play the sort of cowardly heel who's better than everybody, like I think that she's tremendous. So I think that she as a world champion would really work.
I haven't seen a lot of her, but I do love a cowardly chicken shit heel. So
Yeah.
I believe you. I'll have to check out more.
Third, unfortunately, fan favorite of this podcast, possibly our guy, Andrew, but he's injured at the moment. But 2026 could be the year of a Dominic Mysterio world title run. You could put that belt on him, and he's tipping towards babyface. You could, and I think he could work. I think he could do it now. He could be a babyface now, like you said, bodysuit, son of Rey Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio sucks. That guy could never be
Yeah.
world champ, and he could never be a true babyface. This Dominic Mysterio, fucking dirty Dom with the mullet, chicken shit heel, who people love because he's entertaining. That guy could be a babyface that becomes a world champion.
Yeah, I think he has to continue to be a chicken shit though. Like I think it's possible with very few guys being a chicken shit and still being a baby face. His Uncle Eddie did that. I guess his dad, that he's saying his dad is Eddie.
Yeah.
But there are very few guys that can wrestle and act like a heel and still be a baby face. You got to have the right writers in the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can't turn him babyface and he's just a good guy. Like, I think that is a massive mistake. But you also, I understand them wanting to, allow the crowd to cheer him so he can fight for the right reasons, but he has to do dirty things for the right reasons. So you almost need to.
He can't change. The crowd has to love him for the guy that he is. And that's your Austins and your Guerreros and those kind of baby faces. And you put him up against monsters, and then he's a guy that cheats to win, but you want him to cheat because you like him.
Yeah, maybe, and I know it's an old trope and it's annoying and it's usually done improperly, but you could, and it better not be Triple H or Stephanie McMahon, but bring in a chicken shit authority figure type of situation where he can be a heel towards them type of thing, like they did exactly with Austin. You don't have to do that, but you can do that if you find the right person to be the authority figure. Like even The Rock, if The Rock was down to come back and not be obnoxious like he has been and not like make himself the center of everything. If he was down to come back regularly and be the foil to Dirty Dom Mysterio, I think that could be good. I feel like you would probably need a different person, but I think The Rock's a better option than Triple H or Stephanie right now. Unless Triple H becomes a on-camera authority figure and shuts up at the press conferences and like stops trying to be corporate Triple H and stops with the TV shows, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. So,
anyway. Yeah. And I don't think it only worked when he did it. I don't think that was a great role for him because he never wanted his face in the doo-doo. He would eventually lose the match, but he would he would say the most cutting thing to the baby face, or he would say something like he would undercut them by being like too cool because he can't help but be that guy. and that sucks. To try to build somebody like something up, and then he would lose in the match, but it's like you do a lot of damage on the way.
Yeah.
So
you're still the cool guy coming in with the Terminator shit. So
right. But I think Mysterio at this point is like he's developed into the type of guy that could be a world champion and people would accept him.
I completely agree. Which is how show us this conversation 3 or 4 years ago. I can't remember when it was, when he was in a tag team with his dad. And like before we went to WrestleMania, like before that particular part of the storyline started, when they were breaking up, like I thought he was gonna get cut. Like I thought he had no opportunity to actually make waves. And props to him, man, because he's one of my favorite guys going right now.
Yeah, he really did it. Number 2, certified on the podcast as my guy, Andrew. You know who I'm going with. Jacob Fatu. Give my man a world title. Make him the champ. He's currently...
I can't believe you're the first guy to see potential in Jacob Fatu. It's crazy. Look, dude.
I'm out here. I'm on the raggedy edge. I'm on a wire out here for my guy. Look at that guy. You don't want that guy going to your press conferences?
I don't know if you want that guy going to your press conferences.
He's incredible. He's an incredible wrestler. He has an undeniable connection to the audience that turned him babyface because he is a very good, very cool wrestler. He definitely has like a vibe that I think translates well. I think he could be a good babyface as sort of that underdog, like a better version of the Usos, because he's a better version of the Usos, in my opinion. He could also work as a heel if he in sort of the Braun Breaker mode, where like he's believable as a badass guy that you have to get through for an underdog babyface, But
yeah,
I really think the sky's the limit as far as potential for Jacob Fatu.
I like that. I like that. I just actually I'm adding one for things I like to see. I have an idea.
Okay. And then number 1, it's Sami Zayn, dude. Give Sami Zayn a world title. Give him the ska music and have him come out with a world title after he beats Gunther or whoever your big monster heel is. He worked incredibly well as a heel in a way that I never really thought that he would. That he was funny and he was irritating and he was a great in the doo-doo heel. He is still one of the best babyface wrestlers in the world. The amount of sympathy that Sami Zayn can get in a match with a heel and the earnestness that Sami Zayn legitimately brings to promos and stuff, like I think that he deserves a shot at being the champ.
I think that's good. I am never gonna say no to a Sami Zayn title run. I think Sami Zayn's one of the best professional wrestlers in the world. I don't know that they do it because they gave him the title. Didn't they give him the title? Did he get the title?
No, he never won the title. None of these guys ever have. He was the NXT champ for a minute. But
okay, I was thinking. I know he got. Never mind. He got the tag belt with Owens.
Yeah.
And was he the IC? Did he win the IC title?
He's won the IC. He's won the IC in the US. Like he's won all the mid-tier titles. He's just
what did he beat Gunther for?
The Intercontinental title.
Oh, he's the one that stopped the Gunther streak.
Yeah. So have him do that. Have Gunther win the belt at some point. He's gonna probably take it off Punk. Let Gunther go on a long run, and then let Zayn be the ultimate kryptonite for Gunther. What a story to build up this dude, as like that's the guy.
Here he comes. Your nightmare skank dancing down.
Yeah. He can't understand ska music, dude. Gunther can't open his heart to it, and that's why
there's too much joy.
Yeah, that's why he gets beat every time. Gunther's the Knicks in the 90s, and Sami Zayn turns out to be the Bulls. He just always ends up winning. So those are my WWE picks. Over on the AEW side, which I know you watch less of, but I would say
Zero. I
number
watched
number
zero.
one on my list, Darby Allin. You're familiar with Darby Allin.
I
He's
do know
got
Darby. He keeps popping up in weird places. Like, here, finish your thing. Hold on.
um
Sorry.
he's got the same kind of Sami Zayn thing going, where he's like a real small guy. He's a huge underdog. He's incredibly over with the crowd. Um, they are telling a story with him that requires him to ultimately, I think, win the title to make sense of the way that they have booked him. And I think that people buy, even though he's a really small guy, people buy him as being a guy who can compete for the world title. They want him to be the champion. Like, eventually you're going to run into like a Lex Luger situation if you don't give him the belt, where people are going to stop caring about him.
And then they'll give him the belt for 3 days.
Yeah. Then he'll put John Moxley in the human torture rack and win it on Nitro.
All the baby faces will come out, and then they'll take it from him, and then he'll get pinned by Hogan in 3.
Yep.
But Allen's an interesting thing because he's got weird crossover stuff going on. Like, I keep seeing him hanging out with Travis Pastrana.
Yeah.
Like, he goes and I can't remember what the other thing. I know I saw him at like Pastrana Land on a YouTube video or something like that. He just was randomly there, and he was on something else, and I can't remember what it was.
He's done like Nitro Circus and like some other kind of Jackass adjacent. I think him and Steve-O did something, maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, and there's these other guys that I watch that do like extreme sports stuff that were playing with a blob in like some other country, and Darby Allin just happened to be there with. It was weird, but like, so he's got mainstream, not mainstream. He's got at least crossover appeal in different places. I like Darby Allin. I really don't want to see him kill himself, and that's the problem. Is like part of the reason that everybody can see him beating all these monsters is because he's a lunatic, and like. He's been injured a couple times pretty badly, right? So like,
well, recently they had this big tournament they do, and he had to bow out of the tournament because he landed on his head and won in like the opening match of this tournament. Yeah, he's got like a Jeff Hardy thing. I think the easiest comp is there's like a charisma similar to Jeff Hardy. Not that he's Jeff Hardy, but that sort of like, you can't put your finger on it, but you're like, man, I like this guy, and I'd root for this guy, and I hope this guy does well. That's kind of Darby Allin's whole vibe, you know?
I like him.
Second on my list, I'm going with Mark Briscoe of the formerly of the Briscoe brothers. He's currently the TNT champion, or at least he was last time I checked. I love Mark Briscoe. He's a weird guy. He's got an odd personality. He's a legitimate chicken farmer in Delaware. He's an incredible wrestler. Look at that. Look at that dude. It's a throwback. Like, you could put Mark Briscoe in there with Farmer John. And it makes sense. Like, he's a pro wrestler. And I just love the vibe. He cuts these crazy kind of country promos that make sense. Just another guy that I think you'd root for, you know. And I think like that guy could get a run behind him where the fans would want to see him become the champion. It'd be a great feel good moment for him.
Yeah, for sure. But who was the wrestler that we did a bio for that had the super thick eyebrows?
He hurts people. Ox Baker.
Well, no, that's a different one. But yeah, same thing. It's like I could see him and Ox Baker.
Yeah, he likes
tussling up together.
He likes to hurt people. Well, and he's got like, again, a weird charisma. Like, that guy's not really made for TV, but people love him because he is his like most authentic self, you know. Third on my AEW list, I'm going Eddie Kingston, the Mad King.
Okay.
I think, and it's very similar to Samoa Joe, kind of CM Punk, Daniel Bryan kind of way. This is a dude that's like an indie grinder for years and years. People appreciate him. People love him. This is a big compliment to throw out there, but he's kind of got a Dusty Rhodes everyman thing because he's not in like tremendous shape. He's just kind of a regular guy. He's a good wrestler, and he cuts really good promos that only he could cut. Like nobody else could do a Dusty Rhodes promo. You can imitate it really well, but nobody else could cut that promo. And then the same way Eddie Kingston's a guy that like only he could say the stuff that he says and it'd be real.
Yeah, he really did seem like, especially when AEW really hit, he seemed like the type of guy that like he was quote unquote our guy. Like he was an extension of the audience, which your Dusty Rhodes through line makes a lot of sense. So, and the public favor I've felt has kind of fallen on Eddie Kingston a little bit since then, but not entirely. I just, from what I hear on Twitter and stuff like that, so I can't really say definitively, but I enjoy watching him for sure. Wild Bull Curry is who I was talking about.
Oh, Wild Bull Curry, yeah.
It was driving me nuts. So
yeah. Fourth on my list, I'm going the current IWGP World Champion, Konosuke Takeshita, who...
Oh, good luck spelling that.
Yeah, that's for you. He's just a fucking phenomenal wrestler. And he's like a younger guy. He can do everything.
Konosuke Takeshita.
Yeah. Yeah. He can do everything in the ring. I don't know how good his promos are because Don Callis is his manager and cuts his promos for him, but he has it's not as good as a Shinsuke Nakamura kind of charisma, but he's definitely got charisma, and I think he could work as a babyface or a heel. And that's more just a pro wrestling pick. Like this guy puts on incredible matches every time he's in the ring. And like for AEW, that's a really important part of their product is to have really good wrestling matches because that's who they're appealing to. And this guy could be your champ and carry that.
He looks like the bad guy in an Ernie Reyes movie from the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, he's given villain in a Van Damme movie vibes for sure.
Handsome dude, handsome feller.
Yeah, really good. And then last, I'm putting Kyle Fletcher, who is another guy that's
much easier to spell.
Yeah, another guy that's in the Don Callis family. This dude is jacked to the gills. I don't know if you can find a picture of him when he was in his tag team versus now, but this dude's put on pounds and pounds of muscle and is also an incredible wrestler. He cuts a good promo. He's been in the main event of a pay-per-view. He lost the title match there, but they kind of tested the water as far as like, can this guy be in a main event situation and kind of carry a program? He's from Australia, I believe. And so he's got like an interesting promo style. He's an incredible wrestler. He's like a younger dude, so you could really put like your stamp on him as like, this is our guy. Not again the exact same as like a Cena, but it's like this guy came through our system. We've built him up. He's our guy, and now we're putting the belt on him. I think is like a thing that you could do. And I think that he could carry a belt.
He's definitely a handsome man, and he is from Australia. I mean, just genetic lottery, man. I'm just sick of it, dude. Like,
yeah, the dude is jacked. So
I was born with a decent brain. I didn't have not much else, man. I'm coordinated, kind of.
You do okay.
Voice
right?
of an angel.
Yeah. Anyway, those are my 5 AEW guys. I think like they're kind of in a transition phase where they've got a lot of older established guys that have kind of ping-ponged with the belt. And maybe it's time to put some new main eventers into the mix. And so you could take a risk on these guys, I think, and it could work out.
I tried to find out when MJF's contract expires because I was going to put that on things I'd like to see MJF make the jump.
Yeah.
But he might be there for a little bit. They said multi-year deal that started on January 1st, 2024. So technically multi-year could be it ends in 2 days, but he's the champ right now. So there's no way that that's the case. But multi-year, And wrestling usually means like 4 years or something like that. So he might be locked down for a little bit.
Yeah, I think like he always kind of plays fast and loose with the fact that he might jump or he might do something, but I think he's locked down over there for a while.
Yeah.
But and he's a good champ right now, and I think him and Darby Allin's a really good feud. Him versus Briscoe, like he could work with any of these guys, and it would freshen things up a bit as far as the top of the card for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the last thing we wanted to do today was talk about our wrestling New Year's resolutions. Some things we hope to see, things we want to have happen in 2026. And since I took up a lot of time with the champions list, why don't you start the resolutions, Andrew?
You want to go? You want to go one by one, or do you want to go?
Oh yeah, we could ping pong it if you want.
Okay. My first one's kind of vague.
Okay.
And they're all WWE based. I haven't watched enough AEW to really want any. I want everything Dusty wants for AEW. Sure. Number one is I want WWE to have a compelling storyline at the top. They had the Bloodline was really cool. It took 20 years, and it ended up like there were certain times when it got a little, too much and a little weird and stuff like that. I don't think the Bloodline Part 2 with Solo running the shit and all that was too compelling. And then this was the whole year was John Cena this year.
Yeah.
And they don't have a John Cena situation. If they make next year the year of Brock Lesnar, I'm going to jump in front of a train because I want to I like watching Brock, but you can't have one guy retiring be your entire year. And you certainly can't have that happen twice. Yeah. Especially because the booking and the Cena stuff was really wonky. So I want them to have a compelling storyline at the top that makes people want to watch, that includes, good storytelling, good drama, good matches. I have an idea for what that can be as my last one that I added at the end. But I just want them to do something different, something that excites people and feels fresh.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. And then the Royal Rumble's coming up, man. You can really lay a lot of groundwork with a really good thought out Royal Rumble. And like you said, they were kind of handcuffed last year because they had so much of the Cena stuff to do, and you really wanted to try to properly give that guy the send off, which I understand, but it kind of hampered or left a lot of guys in neutral as far as what you could do with them.
Yeah, I think they lean too much on the Cena thing. I fully respect John Cena. I'm a huge fan. I understand the ways in which he got annoying over his career. He does talk like a robot. He's TV's John Cena, just like The Rock. But you have to give him a send off. But I think to make it the entire year, there were other storylines, but anything everybody was talking about was John Cena, and you really can't do that. And there's nobody on the roster. I don't even think Brock really warrants that. I think Brock warrants a certain type of something, attention paid to him retiring, if that's what they're going to do this year. But we need guys who are going to stay and compelling storylines with them and show that you can do that still and book it properly. And that's something I want.
Yeah. First thing I want, give me some fun gimmicks, man.
I like that. I like that. That's great.
We watch so much classic wrestling, and what really pops and what people really remember is man, it used to be fun. Even last week we talked about Razor Ramon, right? And Razor Ramon is not an insane gimmick to have updated to 2025, but there's nobody doing a cool gimmick though, and the way Scott Hall did. There are no Scott Halls left, but everybody's just a really good athlete who likes to wrestle and is in shape. Give me some fat guys. Give me some really small guys. Give me weird tall guys. Do something. Give me something. Give me a variety show of wrestling. I have a guy, I want you to look him up. He's named AEW does this a little better. They have Orange Cassidy and they have Timeless Tony Storm and they have this guy, the Beast Mortos. Mortos is Mortos. Look at this dude. I love this dude. Look at the Beast Mortos, dude. Hell yeah. He's got a fun mask. He's like
pro wrestling guarilla, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Hell yeah, dude. I love it. It's so fun. I don't care where the Beast Mortos went to wrestling school. Just get him out there in that weird mask. Let him do some stuff.
See, I like it, and I agree with you. I could not be more on board with this idea. And we've talked about this before, and Mortos is kind of committing the sins a little bit himself. Why is everybody a Viking now?
Right.
Like, it's the only thing anybody can come up with. They wear a lot of leather, and their clothes, if it's a girl, her skirt is tattered. You know, like, let's have some variety of the people coming in. They're not just sweaty medieval weirdos. Like, I don't need a repo man, but like, it's like Joe Hendry. You know what I mean? Like, it's a weird gimmick. It is a weird gimmick. But that's pro wrestling, baby.
Yeah, like, that's where the sauce is made, man. Well, AAA is also good at this, because I think they care less in Mexican wrestling if the stuff is kind of weird. Like, Mr. Iguana is hilarious. That guy rules. And I like, is he going to be world champion? Do I take Mr. Iguana super seriously? No, but he's fun. He's 10 minutes of fun and kind of levity between all these dudes who are like, well, I'm the best and this is my legacy and blah, blah, blah. Get like some fun, man.
Yeah. The only fun I can think of that they had was the Chad Gable stuff, right? What is his name?
Oh, El Grande Americano.
El Grande Americano. Yeah. Like, and people got offended at that. And I listen, I'm a white guy, but I disagree. You know what I mean? Like, but beyond that, you don't have to make it racial, any of that stuff.
Right.
Have something weird and funny, like Elias.
Yeah, there's a line between the big boss man, the honky tonk man, the repo man, and everybody being like, I don't want to shit on this guy because he's a good wrestler, but like Austin Theory, what's his deal? He's just a good wrestler. And he's a guy that's in really good shape. He likes to go to the gym. Everybody has like videos of their gym routine now. And I'm like, oh, man, fuck that. Just be weird and cool. What's the point of wrestling if not to have weird gimmicks and cosplay? It's a live stage performance. Just give me a few of those guys sprinkled in with all your serious athletes.
Yeah, and I rest in peace. I think the Fiend kind of scared him away a little bit, and like, that doesn't mean you can't be weird. It's just they did weird wrong in a lot of ways with the Fiend, and like, it doesn't have to be scary weird. Just make him fucking weird, man. Like, I want some weirdos in my wrestling show.
Danhausen is perfect. It's a perfect example of a weird dude doing a weird thing that doesn't work for everybody, but it works for me. And it's like, that's what the variety show aspect of wrestling is. Like, well, if you don't like this guy, up next is like the real serious athlete guy. Maybe you like that guy, you know. But
what about Tyler Breeze?
Yeah, like, just give me some fun gimmicks. That's all I ask.
No way, Jose. Just something weird. I love that. I love that. My next one, I thought about not putting this in because I almost don't agree with it myself. But I want The Rock to come back and do something good.
The only question is, can he come back and do something good?
That's the problem. So the probably the right thing to say to The Rock is go away for a while. But he's The Rock, man, and he's really like, the Travis Scott stuff and the Cena stuff was so bad, and he told everybody that they wrote the best wrestling storyline in history. In history, Dusty.
Yeah.
So, like, he's The Rock, man. Like, he's not an idiot, but he just, I think his legacy has been tarnished to the point where I would like for him to come back and do something good. And something good would include his face being in the doo-doo. Like, he has to come back and be the butt of the joke. Have something bad happen to him. Don't sell it to us like you're writing a freaking biopic, like you're writing a story. Stop telling all these things, these long soliloquies about how you don't really understand what's happening, man. Like, this is a wrestling show, dog. Like, come back, slip on a banana peel, and land in some duty in a pig trough match, and that's what I want. Like, I want The Rock to come back, maybe even just come back and be The Rock. Like, don't come back as the what are they, the final boss? Like, stop that bullshit. Like, I don't care that you have goosebumps when you walk out. Come out, cut a Rock promo, wear the tights, just be like old school The Rock, and then leave. Like just I want to reset, and I think we can do it, but I think it's possible, but I don't know if they can do it because they're too busy smelling their own farts constantly. But that is on my list.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I would hope tremendously that he would come back and do something good. I think part of the problem is you'd have to nail him down to like a long-term
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
thing. Because that's, in some ways what messed up the Cena thing. Is like
Is he
he just
left.
left. He just go and they and they kept going, no, wait, you haven't seen the whole story. Well, and then they get to the Netflix premiere and he's like dapping up Cody Rhodes. So the last time we saw him, he's whipping him with a weight belt, talking about he's gonna take Mama Rhodes out to dinner and shit. I'm gonna take her out to a nice steak dinner and never call her again. Like, and then he's like, no, I don't think we even need to fight. No, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? That's the whole point of this thing is, and so, I think, I don't know
maybe
if
like
logistically
a short program with Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
He comes back and he's The Rock again. You know what I mean? Or with The Miz. Do it with The Miz, man.
Yeah.
You know I love The Miz.
I agree. Like him and Mysterio would be cool. Like
that actually is a great idea.
Like I think it's in there because he's still The Rock. But I don't know if all the media, like the years and years of being television's The Rock, have dulled the ability for him to reach back into that well, But I want it. I want it for you.
I put it on there because I would like for it to happen, but that's the one I feel the least good about.
This is one, it's kind of amorphous, but like there's a lot of wrestling storylines now, and this is maybe more AEW, but they're doing it in WWE, where two guys are facing off, and the one guy says to the other guy, hey man, to beat me, I'm going to need you to go and be the old you. I want to see the 2002 you. I want to see the you that grinded on the indies for $10 and a hot dog. That's who you're going to need to beat me. I don't want it. Stop
trying to bring something out of your opponent.
Stop trying to be I need you to be the old you when 10 people watched you guy. You're here now in front of millions of people. Tell a compelling story that's not, I hope that you can reach back and find the old you that can beat me. I want that. I don't want that. I don't want anybody to ever beat me. I lost my fantasy football championship. I'm very salty about it.
I want the fat piece of shit you.
Yeah, I want and that's the other implication is you suck now. I want the less sucky version of you from before to come fight me. Why would I ever want that? I want the sucky version of you if I'm a heel in a wrestling storyline. And why would I be trying to fire up if I'm the babyface? Why would I be trying to gas up the heel I'm about to wrestle? Oh man, you used to be really great and I used to really like you. Now you kind of stink and you're a bad guy, so I got to beat you. It doesn't make any sense. And I hate it. And I hate it as a crutch to multiple storylines. They do this all the time. And it's like, that you're also commenting on stuff that the majority of your audience has never seen, and people aren't going to go back and watch. Look, I love Ring of Honor. People are not going to go back and watch 2005 CM Punk Ring of Honor matches to understand why that guy's the guy that needs to be able to beat the heel. Like it just doesn't make any sense, and it's lazy to me. So I would like that to be out. that is my I'm going to the gym every day resolution.
That's your stop it.
Yeah.
Back in the day on our old podcast, we had a segment called Stop It, where people it was bad jokes that people kept telling. Stop it. Okay, so my next one involves two guys. I want a true return for Rusev and Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Because Rusev came back this year, and I don't know what happened. He disappeared. He's not on my TV anymore. And from what I understand, I'm not seeing anything about an injury.
Yeah, he might be quickly moving up the list of guys who have made the most money wrestling without actually wrestling.
Yeah.
Because he made a few years of good money in AEW, and he refused to lose to anybody. He wasn't on their TV at all.
And that's the problem. And but with Rusev specifically, we've got Braun Breaker, we've got the imminent seeming last Brock Lesnar run. We've got Gunther. We've got a lot of different guys who Rusev could have pretty compelling things. You bring him back as a babyface fighting all these monster heels. He can lose to him if he's down, but like I really believe in the talent of that guy, not only in the ring, but as a character. I mean, the Russian Rusev in WWE was amazing.
Yeah. His selling
so
was
I'd
of your favorite things.
He's got
face work.
He's got one of the best like heartbroken faces in the history of wrestling for a big guy. And Kevin Owens, man, he's probably still my favorite wrestler in the world, active. And I know he got hurt. I don't know when he's supposed to, if or when he's supposed to come back. Do you have any idea of that?
I think it's supposed to be about a year. I think he had neck surgery in July. So I think if he comes back, it might be the mid-year.
Okay. So
I know they were talking about some touch and go as far as like, can he even come back? But
that would suck.
Yeah. But yeah, man, he's like, if given the proper push, and like a comeback is a great way to do this, like that guy could break through and be a megastar. He's got the promo, he can work, people care about him. He's got the same kind of Dusty Rhodes energy that I was talking about with Eddie Kingston. He's our guy. He's not shredded. He's never gonna, be a dude that bench presses 600 pounds. He's not a superhero. He's a dude that you root for. He's got the Austin, he's got the Dusty Rhodes vibes as far as being a babyface.
And he genuinely might be the best promo right now, like of all the guys in wrestling. And even if he's physically unable to perform, bring him in as like an authority figure or a manager or something like that. I think he would kill it in that respect, because he is the crowd loves him. He can be a chicken shit. We've seen him do that before. He can be the good guy who fights for good and who everybody loves. Like, he can do anything. He's very versatile. I would just love to see Kevin Owens on my TV more often. And I think even when he was active in the last few years, I feel like his potential's been untapped. I'd love to see him get more rub.
Yeah, for sure. I'm for that. I'm team Kevin Owens. Third on my resolutions list, I've got another stop it. The storyline of the partners who cannot get along but have to team together. The two guys are feuding, but now they have to be a team. And sometimes they win the World Tag Team titles, and sometimes they don't. And sometimes it's just they're forced to team up even though they hate each other. Stop doing that storyline. That is at this point, bury it under the creative room meeting as far as a way. I know there's a lot of TV, and you got to keep things fresh, and you got to keep things rolling. If I never see two guys that are in a feud be forced to be a tag team again, it will be too soon. I think like it was a really good gimmick for a while when they first did it back. This is like an Attitude Era staple.
It's a good idea.
It's too many times. Give it, let it cool off. Put the horse in the stable for a while. It's tired. Let it cool off before you bring him back out again.
I mean, we even see it. I can't bring up specific. I can't recall specific examples, but we even see it in like WCW, like in War Games, like when one guy accidentally hits the other guy, and then they're like just CM Punk just did the same thing in the freaking
right in their War Games. Yeah,
and it's been around for decades.
Yeah, if I never see it again, I would be completely happy. But the next time you bring it out, have a really good reason to do it, or leave it alone. I've seen it too many times. There are other storylines. Yeah, just give it a rest. So,
okay. So for my next one, good friend of mine, I worked out with him. Gunther.
Yeah.
The era of domination begins. I think Gunther should destroy his way through the roster, and I think he should have I think he's a champ. I think he's a champion. I think he's a good idea to make him a champion. I think they should make him a like brutal heel champion. Like I truly think he should have beat up CM Punk at the end of that match. Like I think he should have choked him out, started to walk away as soon as not CM Punk, John Cena. As soon as Cena woke up, Gunther should have went back into the ring and beat him up again. Yeah. And then gotten pulled off by CM Punk and all those guys going out to, and then Cena like kind of comes to, and even then like Cena would do his bullshit, he'd smile and wave and all that stuff afterwards. But I think Gunther he's so good in the ring, he's so believable, he's got the look. I said that I worked out with him just so everybody knows. I saw him at the gym in Bakersfield. Yeah. I was doing curls, and I look over and the Intercontinental Champion's on the row machine next to me.
And a giant fucker is on the row machine. Yeah.
I texted Dusty, and I said, the guy next to me looks so much like Gunther that I'm not sure it's not him. But there was no way. But then I found out they had a house show in Bakersfield, so it was Gunther. So, yeah, that's...
Yeah, I think, like... you give them however long a reign you want. And I think there's a lot of guys that are set to retire. I'd have them retire everybody. Anybody who's retiring, like Lesnar versus Gunther would be huge. He beats Lesnar, he beats the monster. This is theoretically AJ Styles last year, if you believe him. You have them build up to a thing, so. and he retires AJ Styles. Like, I think he's, like you said, he's so believable. He can be such a dick as a heel, and he beats people up. He doesn't do things to get himself cheered. Like, and that's incredible as a heel in this day and age, to not want the fans, like, to not have the fans turn around and cheer you because you are doing cool moves. He just beats the dog shit out of people, and it's awesome to watch. And so, yeah, as long as he wants to be the champ, I'd give him the Royal Rumble. I'd have him win the belt at WrestleMania, and then I'd long plan for the babyface that's going to beat him, and I'd have the two roads be on completely separate paths for a while until you bring him back. But yeah,
and like literally turn up the heel, like. Plant kids in the front row that he makes cry. He knocks their popcorn out of their hand. Like he just make him a dirty, rotten scoundrel. Bring back his team, those guys, whatever.
Oh yeah, the Imperium.
Whatever you got to do. Like put people so people can't get to him. He's always he doesn't necessarily have to cheat in the ring, even though he's willing to. But he's such an enforcer that you don't really need to. But have him do like bad stuff, like whoever the crowd likes, Gunther kicks the shit out of him backstage, constantly, and I just think he's so good, and he is believable, and I love watching him wrestle. So
yeah, this is kind of piggybacks in certain ways onto what you just said. This is my last one. I have it called "Give Me More, Give Me Less." Give me more wrestling that is believable, as far as, like you were saying, like, plant kids in the front row. I know they're plants. I don't care. It's a television show. Have Gunther knock those, like, but then don't tell me about it. Give me less. Give me more, but give me less. I don't want WWE Unreal. I don't want press conferences where you're telling me about the storyline, or you're commenting on the fact that fans are unhappy about something. Like, they could have done that John Cena thing, like, after the show was over. Do it for the crowd, film it for YouTube, put it up on YouTube. Guess what? If I want to go watch it, I'll go watch it. Don't do it as part of the main show after the heel just choked him out and beat him. Like, I know why they're doing it, but make me suspend my disbelief a little bit, man. Give me less of the, hey, we're a television show that's trying to get an Emmy, and more of, like, I was watching some stuff for a long view, or a long form video that I want to do. The fucking heat, man, in this segment from 30 years ago, I guess, but it's not that long ago. incredible. And everybody knew wrestling was staged then. But they believed and they cared about the characters and they cared about what was happening, and they didn't go out at the end of the night and go like, "Man, we're really excited the SEO responses we're getting as far as Google clicks is incredible on this storyline." Like, that sucks. I don't want to hear about
Yeah.
it, and I don't want to see it. And like, I like the little things that they do where they film stuff for social media where it looks like they caught it, like fan footage is how they shoot the angle. Like, I think some of that is cool. Like, do more stuff to compel me to believe what I'm watching is happening, because I know it's not happening, but it's a movie. Make me believe in the movie for 2 hours.
Yeah, and if you're gonna do the Netflix show, work it, like make it fake. Like
Yeah.
don't do this behind the curtain bullshit. If Gunther knocks the popcorn out of the kid's hand, don't tell me later that kid was actually Nick Khan's nephew. Don't tell me later. Don't show me a picture of him and Gunther smiling backstage afterwards.
Yeah.
What you do is you have Gunther knock the popcorn out of his hand, and then during a commercial break, a WWE representative comes out and gives the kid a popcorn and a t-shirt. So
Right.
like, it's like everything was made good. The kid's fine, but you don't see that this was fake. Like,
Right.
I know they're trying to lean into the fact that the toothpaste is out of the tube, but you can protect this thing a little bit more. So I completely agree with you. Yes.
Yeah, just because kayfabe's dead doesn't mean you have to kill it again. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm bought in. It's weird. Like, I'm bought in. I want to see the show, and then you're constantly telling me not to care about the stuff that's happening on the show because none of
Yeah.
it is real. But you want
It's
me
fake, yeah.
you want me to respond with heat. But that's like the horror movie right before the jump scare, going, "Hey, just so you know, I'm going to look in the mirror in a second. The monster's going to be behind me. I know the monster's there. I also know the monster's not real. Don't tell me about it. Oh, hey, Ghostface is about to come through this wall, but then there's a second Ghostface that's coming through the other way, and that's the one that's going to stab me." Like, if I want to see the behind the scenes, I'll go search it out. Let me live in the suspended disbelief. Give me more, and also give me more. This will never happen, but get like 4 matches on a 3.5 hour show is an insult to my time and my ability to watch these things. And you're just squeezing me, man. Like, I got nothing left. Give me 6 wrestling matches, for God's sake. Do something.
Or give me less. Give me 4 matches on an hour and a half or 2 hour show.
Yeah,
but they'll truly never do that because of the ad revenue. But,
I know it's Riyadh season. I don't need to know again.
Yeah,
like, I heard about
it's
it.
the longest season of all time.
Yeah. So give me more, give me less. That's my hope for 2026 is that there's a little more kayfabe, a little more magic, and a little less showing me that the rabbit is safe in the hat.
I think that's great. My last one that I added while you were talking on the champions thing is, why don't we just do a big ass Braun Breaker versus Jacob Fatu year? Like,
ooh,
where it's just these two guys are like it. You tease it for a long time, but they are literally like, it's not in the background. It is, these guys want to fight each other. These guys hate each other, but you work up some storyline reason why they can't wrestle each other. And this is, I went back to an authority figure, so I'm very, very much being Vince Russo right now, but it's like, for some reason, like Braun Breaker becomes the champion, but for some reason somebody's screwing over Jacob Fatu. And that could be like either like his manager or like something like that, however you want to do it, where they can't actually get in the ring together, but they're fighting backstage. They're interrupting each other's matches, like all these things. And then it culminates in multiple matches of these two guys against each other, with Fatu being the babyface and Breaker being the heel. And I think that would be a really cool program throughout the year.
Yeah, I love that. Slow burn it, but give me a reason why it's slow burned, and then
exactly,
blow it off. Like, that's we're not splitting the atom here. That's wrestling 101. Give me a guy to care about, put obstacles in his way, give me a guy to hate, and then put the guy I like in there, and hopefully that guy has a tan, and then that guy can be the champ.
Yeah,
So
he shows up in shape with a tan.
yeah, yeah. I mean, those hopefully those are some of the things that happen for us in 2026. Like Andrew said at the top, please
We'll
follow us on.
revisit these too.
Yeah, let's.
At the
I'll
top of
save
at the
them.
top of the year 2026, we will state what we want for 2027. I mean, top of the year 2027, we'll state what we want for 2027 and then recap what we asked for in 2026
Yeah,
and see what happens.
see if we got anything. And like Andrew said at the top, follow us on YouTube, follow us on TikTok. We're putting up videos. We're doing a lot of stuff. We appreciate everybody that comments and everybody that likes and shares and people that have followed us on TikTok and YouTube. That rules. Thank you so much. I hope everybody has a good New Year's, especially the Beast Mortos. I hope his New Year's is great. And we'll be back next week because wrestling over everything. We take no days off. In the look at that
Hell
guy.
yeah, dude!
Look
Look at that guy.
I want that guy's